So I'm walking through my trophy lodge today thinking, A, how cool some of the new species are going to look on the wall here, let's say the woodland caribou as opposed to that guy, but also B, what kind of things can we hunt in the meantime to try to make the lodge even better. And what I've landed on for today's hunt is emerald coast. We've got all these deer species up here, rusa deer, hog deer, and sambar deer, but literally one diamond of each, and a couple of rares, but a few more diamonds of those could be fantastic. So we're going to head out to Emerald Coast Multiplayer and see if we can maybe make something like that happen. So as you could probably tell, deer are going to be the main theme for today. And we've got a sandbar here, which those in the 375 typically don't mix. And the 375 feels like such a massive round for a sandbar deer, but completely ethical. Gonna go ahead and drop that guy, and you guys know, I don't like to completely get stuck hunting one species, or even in this case, one type of species for the entire hunt. But we'll mostly be chasing rusa deer, sambar, and hog deer, and probably rusa and sambar more than hog deer. When we get the chances though for kangaroo, bantang, other stuff like that, we'll go for those too. That's a pretty decent looking fallow deer. I thought that might have been a 5. Been doing some fallow grinding, so we have plenty of experience with that as of late. Down to alert, I think we can pop up. Sneak that shot in there. I don't love where that hit. He's gonna go down before we can do anything about it. This was the 308 bull. And I'm a little concerned that we somehow just got some kind of weird shot. But, I think this is 2 Emerald Coast hunts in a row with level 5 fallow. And now that I see Vital Blood, should be Diamond Fallow. That's a rack that doesn't typically troll. He was super wide set. And it was only a warning call that got my attention to come down here. To be honest with you, I forgot it was fallow drink time. It's not something we really worry about on this map that much. Not too bad. Should be like mid 250s, maybe 260. 259.35. Not a great shot, straight to the shoulder blade into the left lung at 78 meters. I don't know that we'll tax this. We have so many diamond fallow deer from the grind that there's nowhere we could put it. But not too bad. A second kill. We did get a diamond deer here on Emerald Coast, just not the ones that we came here for. But we'll keep on cruising, head up through this direction. And if we could just keep that going with one of the, let's say, Emerald Coast exclusive deer species, that'd be great. Well, he's spooked, but that's a decent looking sandbar. I wonder, because if we get any kind of angle, the 375 will punch through. Kind of thought about angling off that way. Literally just running straight away. There's, thanks. Got stuck there for a second. I don't know if we heart shot him or what, but, right now we're just working our way up through this area. Actually, this spot was being hunted, but they left. So we'll probably go down to that. I guess we'll finish this run and then go check basically from this outpost up. It's one of my favorite places on the entire map. It's where we got our one and only diamond sambar, or rather diamond rusa deer, and something I'd like to target again, so definitely want to check that out. So first things first, this guy who actually kind of died in a cool way, like through both of those trees like that. Just gonna get a quick screenshot of how he's dropped through there. I'm sure we've had something like that before, but a lot of times there's more brush, you can't see it nearly as clearly. We got him through the heart and double lung, of course he was stuck, so hardly an achievement, but 141 I think that says, hiding behind the chat. Let's at least get up to our marker, maybe a little bit further north, then we'll head to the west side of the map. We might need to go after that. Look at that rusa deer. See if we, oh, he was broadside for a second. Lean back? Kinda did. I really want that for Hall of Shame. I don't know if I've ever seen a rusa that tiny. It's a little bit of a shot window through there. Didn't love that. That felt a little better. May have somehow gotten a little bit of vitals there, but definitely don't want to spend the entire day tracking a level 2 rusa. But at the same time, I like, if we can help it, for the Hall of Shame animals to not be messed up. Not because I care if it says bronze or not, but mostly because if it is a bronze male, I wanted to show that. And we have Vital Blood for the second, or really third time, I guess, if you count the fallow deer time, we've kind of lucked out with that. I don't even see the other blood spatter. That's kind of weird. Regardless, he is laying right here. And I don't know if you can get bronze male rusa, but if you can, I imagine they'd look just like that. That is a bronze, a whole 44. 20 shy of silver. First shot was, yeah, not so good. Second shot, liver and lung, including intestine, stomach in there. That We just shot a diamond fallow and didn't tax it, and then we're taxing a level 2 rusa deer, but that will go to the Hall of Shame. And we keep on finding decent deer. Max has some with axis deer this time. We have the 223. So that very much needs to be a nice broadside shot, and that tree was in the way for the follow-up. I don't know if that's going to be lungs or not. We've lucked out so far, so I guess we'll go and take a look. I wanted to maybe spot all those feral pigs that were going along, but of course by the time we got the second shot, they're out of there. And yet again, suppose we lucked out. We got, looked like that time the first shot into the vitals ends up being a medium bleed rate. We saw he was going down like kinda quickly. He is laying right there. Man, if that were a diamond, and you can get level 4 diamond access here, and it might be this rack. Thing is, diamond's 217. He was 220 max, so gonna be a tall ask for him to make it, but kind of a cool little view. We'll get a screenshot of that either way. And as for score, 204, so close-ish. 13 shy of diamond, nice big brows and stuff on him. It was a liver shot, by the way. And then stomach on the follow-up, which with that tree there's about as good as we could do. Not a bad axis deer, and these days it's not quite like when Parquet came out where diamonds were everywhere. Getting a big axis deer is kind of tough. So slowly but surely, we are getting later into the day. It is almost 1600, so sambar are going to drink fairly soon, and it's one of the few times getting closer to dark is maybe not such a bad thing. So, bunch of hog deer around here. There also are some fallow bedded out that way, a couple that are kind of wandering off, including a pretty nice 4. But I think probably that one up to 91, that's going to be that guy right there. We'll go ahead and go for that. Maybe a nice standing still shot will result in something a little bit better than we've had thus far. I'm a little afraid that we could have missed the heart and then not gotten lungs, so follow-up may have been warranted. And with a low bleed rate, despite 2 attempts at vital shots, I think even our standing still shot there didn't exactly go that well. Oh no, it was right along the first time, although it absolutely looks like we center punched the heart, so I don't know what happened there. But okay, second shot, did we hit the ear? What stopped that? Maybe it is just the neck flesh. Either way, that's a little bit weird looking. 86 score for him. And I guess I kind of want to go like up in this area, maybe look for some bantang and stuff. Wait till we get to a sambar drink time and then start to chase those. So as they'll do, this already wounded bantang is going aggressive. We're just going to let him wander on over here. We'll take the scope off the 375. I think there should be others around, but maybe they spooked, and since he was wounded, he just turned and went straight aggressive. So that ought to take care of that. Even if he did try to get to us, he wasn't going to make it. I'm always curious to see, like, what happened. What was the thing that led to his health going down? Probably shot running away with the 7mm. At least it's an ethical weapon, so we keep our 1, 2, 3, 4 scoring bantang. Got through there, double lung with the 375. By the way, I decided to kind of change course and go to the east side. Maybe we catch some crocs as we go along. Got a little time till sambar drink. Well, we had a bantang go aggressive because it was injured. And now we have a croc go aggressive because, it's a croc. I wish I had the 44 lever ration because I always enjoy shooting aggressive ones with that, but we can kind of sidestep, use the 375, and I don't know that he's going to get to the water. Maybe just? I mean, I guess that counts. It's water touching him anyway. That is going to be a little gold 774, I believe. Hitting the vertebrae probably help, but double lung with the 375 at 6 meters, that'll do a number on just about anything. Well, I think we found that rusa deer's cousin, level 2 sambar deer. Also, just absolute stuff. What? That's fine, I guess. So, it's covering the vitals. Like, what? Maybe we can, if that hind goes to drink. We smoked the fox. Are you actually kidding me? And then we got something else the second time. I don't want to go drag that. Oh my goodness. Alright, well that's not that big a deal. But I kind of wanted to... I kind of wanted to get the sambar. By the way, blood is from... maybe that hind stuck its head up when we shot? I don't know. That guy we shot in the leg, which if we were going to hit it, that's kind of what I thought would happen. Pretty sure it insta-killed it. can't really see stuff. 100% quick kill, but we knew that it didn't go very far if it didn't immediately drop. Anyway, it's dark. We're getting closer and closer to rusa drink time, so we're going to hit the creek here. Start to move sort of northwest. That's at least a decent sandbar, up to 165. Diamond's right in that area, so I certainly don't expect a diamond 4, but we can go ahead and try to get him. There should be a nice, easy crossing should we need it. I went back across, so we'll have to go over there. But we're almost to rusa drink time, which obviously rusa deer hunting gets interesting because there's often trolls everywhere, but they do start drinking at 2000 hours, which we've just hit. So I imagine we'll start to see some of those pretty soon. As for this guy, we've got a 141, I believe that says, double-lunged him at 370. I mean, literally blast straight through to where it's coming out like the front of the chest there. 145 meters away. And we'll keep on going. Maybe we find some more sandbar, but I don't know if there's that many to drink in this area. Definitely rusa deer though, so I think our timing is worked out. So one of the other like really good spots for rusa deer, as you can see, is this lake right here. It's a little like further, well, a lot further east than where we were. And the main reason I went here first was I felt like we were a little early over on that creek, and I wanted to let any rusa deer in the area, you know, get to that spot before we go through and then miss them. So figure we'd go and check this first. Got a whole bunch of them around. That almost looks like something. Could it be a piebald? Maybe so. I mean, it looks like that one, though. And that one. I don't know. We're going to shoot it just in case, because now I'm worried about it, but, like, yeah, it looks common enough. That will make sure we find out, though. So this guy is just a nice 4. He's going to be 118 double lung. I kind of think it's that light brown fur, like the same as the one we just shot, but I don't know. When something sticks out, it just seems a little off. Normally best to go for it and go and find out. So he is down right there, of course, in the brush, so we can't quite see it yet. That is very much a common, but still worth going and checking. And now, we're well into rusa drink time. We can check this side. That's a nice rusa. That is a level 5. Up to 153. Said it earlier, rusa deer hunting comes with many a troll. That looks okay. Diamond is 148, I think, for them, so he's got some room in there. Not super long tines or anything, but he's at least a little bit wide set. And because shooting has not exactly been stellar today, we're going to get right in there close, get right to 150. And we'll try to send a 308 round through the lungs. It doesn't look like the diamond rack, like the bigger diamond rack. Definitely could be like the small diamond rack, but most times that falls a little shy. That shot's gonna be just fine. So second max level deer of the hunt. Is Emerald Trollst going to strike again with rusa deer? We will quickly find out. So moment of truth, I must say he looks like a lot of big 4s we've shot in the past. Gonna be a gold, 136, and therefore, big 4 rack, no doubt. That's 12 shy diamond. Got him double lung, so there's that. And I mean, you can't expect to go to Emerald Coast and not get trolled eventually, so was bound to happen. I want to check this little spot. It's a little kind of like pond off the main creek here that's pretty good. Then we'll get back on track there. Plenty of rusa deer down here at the end of the creek too, although I don't see any giant antlers just yet. Bunch of antlers. Anything on this side? In that case, I say we go ahead and try to take whatever the best one that's not spooked is. Looking at that, ain't gonna be much. Maybe that guy? Suppose we can go for that. And it is officially looking like we're gonna be taking our Hall of Shame rusa deer back to the lodge. I wish it was with his Hall of Shame sandbar cousin, but he gets to live another day since the fox took the bullet for him. And officially then, 1 Hall of Shame rusa, 1 troll rusa, and a diamond fallow deer, which unfortunately wasn't super special as far as score goes. So we'll grab this whole 82 scoring silver for that, and we'll jump back to the Hall of Shame. And it's been a little while since we set foot in here, but as you can see, just insane amounts of antlers and horns everywhere we look. Now, as far as where to put this thing, I don't actually know. We'll have to go for a bit of a walk through here. Most of the lodge is filled with at least something. I mean, we've got a lot of rare does, And honestly, I would say replacing, let's say, an albino red deer hind with our rusa deer probably makes the most sense. And just a stud like that, I mean, 2s of points all over the place, right above the fireplace. I think that is the place to put him. I'm going to do something like that, just a majestic pose, not too bad. So nice to get back out on Emerald Coast. Probably going to try to do that at least one more time here in the near future, but always enjoy going there, always enjoy the opportunities at some of those deer that their diamonds certainly elude us, but it's always a fun time. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.